Now, before you comment that I just came here to tell you that you're an idiot or that you shouldn't talk football, at least hear my point out, because I'm going to tell you why the Chicago Bears need to give Andy all the first team reps, and it starts right now. Now, if you are new to the channel, please like the video, please subscribe to the page, because we do talk Chicago sports weekly. We don't want you to miss the thing, so make sure that you hit that bell. So here's my thing, right? We're hearing that Justin Fields is going to get more of the first team reps, which at first, it seems like it should be an exciting thing. It seems like it should be this is good for the direction that Fields is going. But here's my issue with what we're seeing right now. If Justin Fields is getting the first team reps in a competition, I love it. If Justin Fields is going into this offseason actually being able to compete for the starting job, I love it. I love seeing Fields getting the. I'm telling you right now, I really do believe that the Chicago Bears have their quarterback of the future. I don't believe that he needs to start day one, play one, but I do think that he will start at some point this season, and I think that he's going to be the better quarterback choice for the Bears in the long run this season moving forward. But here's the thing: at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter who's the one that's successful to me. I want to see Justin be that guy. I want to see Justin be the number one, but I want to see the Bears win. I'm in a Bears jersey. I got a Bears chain on right now. Y'all know what I'm going to say. I got 36 inches of bear head right here. Bear Don. I'm Bear Don to death. I want to see the Bears win. And to me, Matt Nagy has come out and said that this isn't a competition. Matt Nagy has come out and said that this isn't an opportunity for Justin to win this job out of camp. Now, of course, football coaches can talk out of both sides of their face. It doesn't mean that what he's saying is actually going to be true, but he has come out and said that Andy Dalton is going to be the unquestioned starter week one, play one, day one. And so to me, if that is the case, while I love seeing Justin Fields get an opportunity to win the job, if you're not going to allow him to win the job, then allow Andy Dalton to have every opportunity to fully understand the job. Because we think about Andy as the red rifle coming in, and he's got a grasp. He's worked with Bill Lazor before. He's got a grasp. This is a new system to Andy as well. And so if you are going to run Andy Dalton out there for the first 4 weeks, then don't set Andy Dalton up for failure. Because, here's my thing. Like, Matt Nagy coming out and saying that Andy Dalton is 100% ready. He could run the offense today if he needed to. He's a professional. He gets it. Okay, give him all the opportunity to understand this offense in real game situation. As we go into this week 2 in preseason, listen, if you want to throw Justin out there again with the 2s and the 3s, that's fine. And I like I said, I think Justin Fields is going to be the starter at some point this season, but you're not telling us that. You're telling us that Andy Dalton is the unquestioned starter. And so to me, if you're taking Andy Dalton and you're saying, listen, we understand you need these reps with the first team, but we got to see what this kid of the future can do with the first team. If you think he's the kid of the future, you know what he's going to do with the first team. You just want to see it on film. Okay, I get that. But here's the thing. I want to see the Bears be successful. I want to see the Bears win more than one of their first 4 games. So don't set up Andy Dalton for failure so that you can throw the kid in that you think should be the starter anyway. But we brought this veteran in and promised him this job. By the way, how about we stop promising guys jobs? We brought this veteran in and promised him the job, and so now we have to put him out there as well. No, give him the opportunity to go out and be 110% prepared for game 1, play 1, day 1, because you want to see what the future looks like on film. You already believe he's the future. You already believe that he's going to look great with Allen Robinson and those guys. And if your true plan is to not start him at any point this season, to allow him to sit as long as possible, then allow Andy Dalton to get 100% of those first team reps so that he can go and prepare, so that I don't have to come on here week after week for the first 4 games of the season talking about put in Justin Fields because Andy Dalton doesn't look ready. Now, before I continue with the video, I want to know how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that Andy Dalton should get 100% of the first team reps? Do you agree with me? Or do you think that they should split it between Fields and Andy? I'll be down there talking with you in the comments as well. And now, if you want to call me a football idiot, all right, I'm with you. But to me, here's my thing, right? Here's my big thing with it. Like I've said, I don't care who does it. I don't care if it's Andy Dalton, Mike Glennon, Mitch Trubisky. I want my team to win. And that's all I care about. And no other team that has a quarterback who is the unquestioned starter, which Andy Dalton is right now, unquestioned, right? We're going into the season where a bunch of people asking questions. Is there any opportunity for Justin Fields to come in and win this job? Is there any opportunity for Justin Fields to come in and take over this job? Matt Nagy has said time and time again, Andy Dalton is our starter, and Justin Fields is our backup. This is what we're rolling with. No other team that you have a clear order are you going to say, hey, look, we understand that you're our starter. We understand that you're trying to learn this job on the fly as well and be prepared for a season, that you have one less week to do it in now. We understand that you're trying to go out there and prepare yourself to win ball games for this team, but we're going to take some of those first team reps away from you versus the first team defense because we want to see what the future looks like versus the first team defense. That's not how it works. Now, if you come in saying that this is a clear-cut competition and we need to see who's going to win the job, I'm fine with that then. Hey, look, because I want to see Justin win this job out of camp. I want to see Justin play so well that the Bears have to take this job away from him. But we know how Matt Nagy is. Matt Nagy's going to run Andy Dalton out there for a minimum of 4 games. And I don't want this to be a Mitchell Trubisky situation like it was last season where you're waiting for him to mess up. I don't want this to be a situation where you're saying, okay, go out there, do what you do. That mistake was too much. All right, now I'm justified in pulling you. I want the Chicago Bears to win in their first 4 games. I want the Chicago Bears to, at a minimum, be 500 in their first 4 games. I don't want this to be a 1-3 situation. And now, oh, well, we might as well go to the kid because he's going to give us our best chance to be successful now because Andy Dalton clearly doesn't have a mastery of this job. Well, you didn't give him an opportunity to have a mastery of this job. And I get that he's been the seasoned vet. He's still new in this system. And so to me, if you're going to name him the clear-cut number 1 starter, give him the clear-cut number 1 starter reps. Don't pull him while that first team defense is out there because you want to see Justin get some reps with the first team. All right, like what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like to me, this is. You want to show the fans something to satiate us so that we can see Justin on a Sunday versus the first team defense and we can be all excited with you because you understand what you have there. I don't need to be satiated. I don't need you to pat me on the head and coddle me as a Bears fan because I believe that you finally got it right. I believe that you finally have the franchise quarterback. And so to me, just go out there and do what's best for the Chicago Bears in this preseason game. Let Andy Dalton get all of the first team reps. Let Andy Dalton be getting all the first team reps at practice. Don't take reps away from the guy that you're going to run out there for a minimum of 4 games. And doggone, he's trying to learn this thing too. That's the biggest thing to me. It's all about what's going to make the Chicago Bears most successful. And I'll tell you what doesn't help the Chicago Bears starting quarterback. When you take reps away from them to give them to the backup. And the only time we've seen somebody do that is when you were trying to get Nick Foles in there as the starter. And so you were splitting time with Nick Foles as the backup and Mitch Trubisky as the backup. But I want to know how you guys feel. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. Do you believe that Andy Dalton should get 100% of the reps? Or do you believe with Matt Nagy that they should split the reps up? I'll be down there talking with you as well. As always, it is your boy Pat the Designer back at it again to continue watching our Chicago Bears content. Click the links here or check the links in the description below. Hey, yo, y'all stay safe out there, Chicago. Peace.